Ogaton was a village of proud warriors, skilled craftsmen, and women whose beauty and wisdom were praised in distant lands. The people lived by the customs of Benin Kingdom, where respect and honor guided every household. The great Ovia River nourished their lands and the spirit of the ancestors watched over them. The village marketplace bustled with traders exchanging yams, palm oil and handcrafted bronze sculptures. Drummers beat their talking drums, sending messages across the air. In the midst of the thriving community, three souls Odigu, F and Imade struggle with the complexities of marriage. Odigu was a blacksmith, his muscular arms hardened by years of forging iron. His shop stood near the village square, where the clang of his hammer striking metal rang through the air. He was respected for his craftsmanship, but his reputation at home was different. F, his wife, was known for her strength and beauty. She managed the household, tended to the farm, and cared for their children. Yet Odigu was not satisfied. One evening, as the sun dipped behind the tall palm trees, he returned back home from work. His eyes scanned through the compound, searching for anything to complain about. F, he asked, why is my food not ready? Have you been sitting idle all day while I sweat in the forge? F, pounding yam by the fire, did not look up. The sun is still in the sky. Odigu, have patience. Patience? Odigu scoffed. Is it patience that will fill my stomach? She exhaled, stirring the steaming pot of soup. A man who shouts before eating will find his food tasteless. Odigu clenched his jaw. He had had enough. F was not like other wives in Ogaton. She is stubborn, she is unwilling to bow to Odigu's endless complaints. One morning, she woke before the rooster crowed. She tied a wrapper around her waist and walked to the village stream with a calabash on her head. Other women were already there laughing and gossiping. F. One of them said, lowering her voice. Young husband. Odigu complains about you every day. He says you are not a good wife. Fi set her calabash down with force. And does a good husband make his home a battlefield? The woman giggled, but an older woman, Mama Igo, shook her head. F, my daughter, stubbornness is not strength. A woman must use wisdom to rule her home. F scooped water into her calabash, her face thoughtful, and a man must use kindness, she murmured. Imade was known for her beauty. Men spoke of her smooth dark skin, her full lips, and her captivating smile. She was the wife of Oso, a wealthy trader who traveled often to sell goods in faraway lands. But Oso's absence left a void in her heart, a void that another man, Egosa, was eager to fill. One night under the shade of baobab tree, Imade met Egosa in a secret. The moonlight illuminated their faces. Ifosa, she whispered, why should I wait for a man who is never here? Ifosa traced his fingers along her arms. You are too beautiful to be lonely, Imade. Their love was forbidden, but the thrill of secrecy blinded them. What they did not know was that the spirit of the land saw everything. In Ogaton, secrets traveled faster than the wind. Soon, the marketplace buzzed with whispers. Have you heard? Imade is unfaithful to Oso. Odigu's wife does not respect him. Is there no peace in marriage anymore? The village elders, men with beards as white as kola nuts, gather at the palace of the Oba's emissary. This must be stopped, Chief Omoreji declared. If we do not correct them, their actions will poison the hearts of others. That night, the village crier beat his gong, calling all to the village square. Under the great Iroko tree, the accused stood before the village. Torches flickered, casting long shadows on the ground. Odigu, the chief began, you are a man, yet you use your tongue like a whip. A husband who constantly finds fault in his wife will chase peace from his home. If you are strong, but strength without wisdom is a burden. A wife's disobedience weakens the foundation of marriage. F swallowed hard, her eye glistening. Imade, the chief said last, his voice firm. A woman's honor is her greatest treasure. You have traded yours for momentary pleasure. Imaid trembled as the crowd murmured. The verdict was clear. Imaid was banished from Ogaton, sent to wander in the forest until she proved her remorse. Odegu and F were given a final warning. Change or their marriage would crumble. Weeks passed, and Odegu, humbled by the elders' words, began to change. He spoke less and listened more. F, too, softened her approach, realizing that respect and wisdom could mend what stubbornness could not. One evening, as the sun bathed the village in gold, Odegu returned home and found F waiting with a bowl of steaming yam pottage. "You cooked my favorite meal," he said, surprised. "And you have not shouted today," she teased. He chuckled. And for the first time in years, their home was filled with laughter. The people of Ogaton learned a valuable lesson. A man who nags will push away peace. A woman who disobeys will weaken her home. And a person who betrays love will lose everything. Marriage, like the great Iroko tree, must be nurtured with patience, respect and understanding. As the star shone over Ogaton that night, the village knew that love, when tested, could either break or grow stronger.